Look at this mess, guys. This is my second to the last closet drawer of my 2018 project and promise to touch every drawer and every closet and every cabinet in my house throughout 2018. You know, at the beginning of every year, we all panic. First of the year, it's time to organize. So last year, I decided to try something different and to share it with you guys, and to not panic that way, just to do one project that I would spread out throughout the year, and it was every closet, drawer, and cabinet in my house. And then I'm in November, so I'm pushing it because I have my pantry left and I have our coat closet left. And once the year ends, at the beginning of the year, I think that what I will do is take you guys through each closet and cabinet and show you how it has maintained through the year, because my goal for 2019 for you guys and for me is to just, now that it's all done, to maintain, because that's the problem. Because what you're looking at now in my pantry is a lack of maintenance. If you can see, I have tried, and I did, see if I can get it right for you, to organize my pantry. I did this a couple of years ago. I painted the sides, which are too dark. I'm going to change that and paint them a lighter color today. I organized in jars to keep things fresh. I'm going to change that system up a little bit as well today. I bought containers to house things, which you can see is not working right now. And this is called a lack of maintenance. All that work that I put into it, and then I allowed it, which is what it is, I allowed it to get like this instead of maintaining it. So put it back in order and to see if I can't get it to a place where it's easier to maintain. That is my goal. I don't know if you can see it, but those corners back there are the walls that I painted brown, and that's just too dark. Hub said to leave it and just organize, but you know, I'm not going to do that. So what I bought so far, and this was all in the haul. Maybe this wasn't because it was already on the door. I ordered this from Amazon because I had one of those shoe holders there before, and they started to tear. So I thought I'd get something a little bit more substantial and see if I like this system better. You know, it's all trial and error. So I ordered that. And as I showed you in my haul, I don't want to make you dizzy, but I'm going to try and turn the camera. Please forgive my kitchen, because as you can see, I'm in it cleaning out the pantry. You know, it's going to be a mess. Oh, I don't want to show that because that's already done. So I also ordered the OXO storage. Those are the lids, and I have everything washed in the dishwasher. And those are my containers. Okay, and in the dishwasher that's just dried out, I'm just trying to be full disclosure here. These are all dry, or all of the spice jars that I ordered as well. Yeah. So there's a lot going on in this little kitchen, and what I'm going to do is work on this pantry. And I'm going to take you along for most of it. Now, I don't know if you want to like watch me paint the sides and all of that. But once I get it painted, because I only have, let me say this too. I only have 3 shelves. 2 are very wide and the top one is not. And then down below I have 2 of those shelving units, or drawer units, that I'm using as well. And it works okay because the top of them gives me another shelf. However, I just need to rearrange some things. Like I said, I thought that I was really organized because, as you can see, I labeled every drawer. But it's just not working for me. It's not as organized as I would like. So today we begin again. So this is Pantry 2018. And I hope you guys will be inspired and enjoy this video. Back in a bit. Okay guys, I've made a little progress. With Hallmark playing in the background, all the Christmas movies, I've taken everything out, including the shelves. And now I'm about to change this little dark cave, hopefully until something a little lighter and brighter. And then we will come back. It even looks darker, doesn't it, with everything out of it? Wow. Can't believe I really liked that color at one point, but I did. Not anymore. So I'm going to get busy on that. And then while the paint's drying, guys, I'm going to go ahead and look at all this food and see what's expired and what's not. And then we'll go from there.
feels such a
This
special
is what we've got. I've swept out. Everything's gone.
Place.
And now all there's left to do is the painting and then
This is home.
organizing. So, here we go.
Maybe I can't let it go. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am closer. Still looking for a fire in the end of the night. So don't hide it, 'cause I know that you do. I know that you do. Gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. Before it's over. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. I remember when you told me it's alright. Don't know why I could not see. We have to stay together now. Save me some time. Gonna be fine. The light. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am closer. Still looking for a fire in the end of the night. So don't hide it, 'cause I know that you do. I know that you do. Gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. Wait for me, baby. I gotta find it now. 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 Wake me when it's over. And don't wait, just let me know. And when I have grown older, maybe I can't let it go. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am closer. Still looking for a fire in the end of the night. So don't hide it, 'cause I know that you do. I know that you do. Gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. Before it's over. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. I remember when you told me it's alright. Don't know why I could not see. We have to stay together now. maybe I can't let it go. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line.
I do have pictures and video of before so that you can see how this all started, and then I'll show you how it ended up. I did order a few things, and I will leave the links down below. I ordered the OXO storage system for my dried goods. I ordered an over-the-door storage system to add a little bit more storage to the pantry because it's kind of small. And of course there are the storage baskets and containers that a lot that I've had. I'm looking. I've had all of the storage containers, but I did invest in the OXO. I could use another OXO, but I have things that I don't use very often stored in my glass containers that I used before. I just relabeled everything so that it's uniform and consistent. So if you're ready, let's get started. We're going to start up above, and as I said, the ones on the top shelf are still in my glass containers. These are items that I don't use very much. Like, we don't eat a whole lot of oatmeal, but when the kids come over on cold days, sometimes they like for me to fix it for them. I have field peas and baby limas in the mason jars that are stacked. I have my overflow as well up here on the top shelf. My large container of vinegar. I use a lot of white vinegar, and I have my oils. My olive oil is up there as well. I also have like my baking goods, like the brown sugar, dark and light. I have margarita salt. Don't judge me. And in the back there I have hush puppy mix and seafood breader and all of that. Things that I don't use very often on the top shelf. And if you can see, I've changed the paper in the back to my black and white theme that I'm going with in the kitchen, so it's uniformed as well. I also painted the cabinet. It was a dark brown, and now it's a nice clean crisp white, so that brightens it up as well. Now I'm going to take you down to shelf number 2, and this is where I have invested. Let's see if I can get the camera straight here. Okay, this is where I have invested the most money, because here's where the OXO system is, here in the corner. Hope that you can see this. I have one that's for my flour. I have another housing my sugar. Let me see if I can get this to be less. There you go. There you go. Okay, I got it. Sugar, I have chocolate chips. I have noodles are in glass. I have yellow rice in glass. The spaghetti is in an XO, with an OXO. And if you can see, if you saw the before pictures, I can see what's there now just by moving one thing over. This little bear here had animal crackers in it for my little one, and I just kept it because it was cute, and so I keep cookies in it. That's what he looks for his cookies in. In the back is a glass container with my white rice. Next to it is the macaroni, the yellow rice. I'm looking for the brown rice. Oh, the brown rice is up here in the OXO container, and then my grits are over here. But everything is easily seen. I can get to it just by sliding things over. And these OXOs stack a whole lot better. They don't fall over. I had a problem with my glass ones falling over a lot, and that made it very inconvenient. I also have these little, that one needs a battery, let's see. These little lights that I have on each shelf. Some of them need some batteries, but they add a little light in here when the camera light is not on, and that helps a lot as well. So that's my second shelf. Now I have a couple of the OXO's containers. I have 4 actually, smaller ones that are still empty, that I haven't found anything yet to put in, that I keep sparse. I could have put the margarita salt in one, but I think it does just fine in the glass container up top because I don't use it that often. So moving on down to my third shelf, and I only have 3 shelves in this pantry, unfortunately. I have my sauces in this container over here, and that's both my dried sauces as well as my wet sauces. You know, the kind that I'm talking about. You have all of the, you know, the brown gravy. I won't use that. Probably should get rid of that one. I make my own taco seasoning. And then I also have the wet sauces like my teriyaki and my hickory smoked and another hickory smoked. So, and in this one here I have my crackers and my bread. In the container back there I have snacks. That's where the few chips and that sort of thing that we maintain and keep in the house are. Then I have some extra bottles. Those bottles are extra because I kind of changed my system for that as well. Trying to decide what I'm going to do with them, whether they will stay and be used in the kitchen or become they may become a craft project. In the corner you see the 2 containers. I have the 2 types of cereal that Hubs and I eat. We like honey nut Cheerios and Frosted Flakes, so those are there, and that's the second shelf. Oh, and way back in the back there, that's our container of popcorn. We have an air popper, so we do eat quite a bit of Orville Redenbacher. This is not sponsored, it's just what I like. And finally, guys, when you get down here, see if I can back up so you can see. Yeah, I have 2 of those containers with the 3 drawers, and that gives me a little more space since I don't have another shelf. So the top of it I use as a shelf per se, and in one orange container I have my cooking sprays and syrups for like pancakes and that kind of thing in there, and in the other I keep my potatoes and my onions, and I separate them, guys. If you can see back there, I have a silver like basket where I keep the onions, and then the potatoes are just loose in the orange basket. So that's that. And in the 3 drawers below, I have some more snacks. I love the Nicotes, so I have those and other little bars, breakfast bars and that kind of thing in here. So that's what this has. And then the next 2 drawers hold water, and over in this one over here is where I move this out your way, is where I keep my, you know, foil and plastic bags, storage bags and that kind of thing. And the second one is tea, and the last one is miscellaneous, and there's nothing down there now except straws and plastic forks and spoons. In this container I was blessed with a air fryer, but it's so big, it's huge to sit on the counter, so I put it inside one of those soft containers so that it's not directly on the floor. I just didn't like that, and that sits there until we're ready to use it. And so yeah, that's the inside of the pantry, all nice and clean, organized. I can put my finger on things. I know where everything is, and better than that, I can see things. Nothing is behind something else where it's hidden. Yes, I had to do it in layers, but it's layers where I can see what I have. It's not like it was before when things were stacked in front of each other. You had to take something out to get something else. It was very, it looked nice, but it was not useful. It was not, it didn't work for our family. So this works a lot better. And then back to my very, very tippy top shelf up here, and that's my overflow. Okay, now I'm going to turn you around and try not to make you dizzy, and hope the lighting doesn't get too bad. Let's see if I can change it a little bit by moving it. This is hard because my little pantry is so dark. It's not a room, so that makes it hard to show you. So this is the other system that I was telling you about that I invested in, and it hangs over the door, and it has 1, 2, 3, 6 shelves, and it allowed me to take a lot of stuff out of the pantry, the shelving, and put it on this door. Like the top shelf up here, the very tippy top, is where I have our Jellos and that kind of thing, because you couldn't sit anything too tall because you want to close the door. And then on our second shelf I have extra crackers and some of the quick cook rices and pasta. I don't use those a lot, but I like to have them on hand in case Hubs is fixing dinner or the kids come by and I have something quick that I can toss together. The second shelf has, well, the third shelf actually has my brownie mixes and cake mixes and that. Okay, the camera cut off. Okay, so as I was saying, the third and fourth shelves both have baking things. I have some walnuts up there. This is a bag of walnuts because this holiday season is coming and I'll use a lot of those. And then I have, like I said, my cake mixes and brownie mixes and those kind of things, the quickies. And then below I have another shelf that has more sauces on it that would not fit in my basket, and that's my teriyaki, and I have some apple cider vinegar and that kind of thing, and a couple more boxes of the quick cook pasta. And then finally on the bottom shelf I have longer boxes of saran wrap and wax paper and parchment paper, the papers that would not fit in my drawer over here. It goes here. And so that, my friends, is my new organized pantry. I'm very happy with it. I hope that it is inspirational to you, to show you that you don't really have to have a large pantry, a walk-in pantry, although that would be nice, to make your pantry useful and to make it work for you. It just takes a little thinking. You may do it once or twice like I did before you come up with a system that works, and who knows, in another 6 months or a year I may find a different system. But for right now, I'm loving the labeling system that I ordered from Amazon. I'll also leave that below. I like the way everything is cohesive and in the black and the white. I like being able to see everything and be able to put my hands on everything without taking one thing down. I may have to slide something over, but things won't be falling all over the place and I can reach things. It's painted a nice crisp clean white now. The background is the black and white. It's the same shelving paper that I used for my kitchen cabinets, which I'll show you when I do my reveal of all the drawers and dressers and closets and cabinets that I've done all throughout the year, which was my goal for 2018, was to touch every drawer and every closet and every cabinet in my house. And I'm down, I have one more before the year ends that I have to finish. So this was my next to the last to do, and I think I saved this for last because I hadn't really figured out a system, and once I did, it really came together very nicely, and it didn't take very long either. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I hope that it has been inspirational to you. If you're not already a subscriber and a family member, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the little bell because it will let you know when I upload other videos. Please leave comments and like and share the video. I love it when you guys leave comments. I like to interact with you. I want to thank you all for stopping by. As always, it's a pleasure to share my projects with you and hopefully help you along with your projects as well. So I thank you again. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm leaving you with hugs and blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.